Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above-market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown. Buckeye Central. Bucks Colonel Crawford tonight comes in at 12-1, 8-0 against the N-10 conference. Buckeye Central at 6-7, 3-6 against the N-10. Obviously, you got two very different teams tonight. Colonel Crawford, cream of the crop. They are very physical. They can shoot outside. They're going to control the pace of play. Buckeye Central still trying to find their identity, and really they got a bunch of juniors, bunch of sophomores, one senior on the roster in Matthew Hefner, and a phenomenal junior in Jack Phillips. But who can complement Jack tonight is what it's really going to come down to. And Buckeye Central in front of a home crowd, looking for win number 7 on the year. As we look at, for the OH report, we look at the Jack, 14.6 assists in the first game. He's averaging 12.7, shooting over 30% from 3 and 82% from the free throw line. he's got to step up tonight. Well, actually, no. He doesn't have to step up. His teammates do. He needs help against this Colonel Crawford team who is very physical and very good. Let's go ahead and run down tonight's starting lineups. First for Buckeye Central. Wearing number 1, junior, 5'9", Hunter Cadill. Wearing number 2, standing 6'1", Caden Jarvis. Number 22, a 6'3" junior, Jeremiah Fishbaugh. At 6'1", junior, number 24, Jack Phillips. And the lone senior, number 31, at 6'2", Matthew Hefner. For Colonel Crawford, wearing number 3, a senior at 5 feet 10 inches tall, Logan Goddard. Sophomore, number 11, 6'3", John DeGray. Junior, 6'1", number 20, Braden Holt. Wearing number 23, a senior, 6'2", Caden Bruner. And number 33, a junior, 6'5", Payne DeGray. Crawford is in their traveling black unis. Buckeye in their home whites. Look at the stats here, courtesy of the OH report. You know, blocked 16 points, or 16 blocks for Payne DeGray. He's dominating inside, 70% from the field. He's a double-double machine. Just under 10 rebounds per game and 17 points per game, leading the N-10. Payne is such a physical specimen. You know, you have to double team him every time. And he's got guys on the outside like his brother John, like Caden Bruner, and of course Holt. Goddard can light it up from the outside. Holt, in and out player. He's a thrasher. Buckeye Central is just really going to need to set up and, you know, figure out what Crawford's going to do against them defensively. Jack Phillips, obviously their main threat. But how Coach Sheldon wants to go about these Buckeye Central Bucks is certainly nobody can pick his brain. Getting set for the Burkhart Farm Center Game of the Week on WQEL here from New Washington in the center circle. It is Jeremiah Fishbaugh taking on John DeGray. Buckeye left to right, Crawford right to left. And we are underway from New Washington. Holt controls center circle. Now he's going to split him. Bounce left wing to John. John DeGray, right-hand dribble, looking inside. Nothing there. Going to feed it out to Holt. Gather step. Feeds into the corner to Payne. Payne works his way to the short corner. Into the paint. Kick out Bruner. First quarter action. No score here on WQEL. Holt put up the shot in the paint. 8-footer doesn't go. And they're going to get a travel on Bruner. He grabbed the rebound but fell. So the travel against Caden gives it to Buckeye. Had a nice look at it. I don't know why the clock's running. The official handed him the ball and the clock started running. Took 4 seconds off the clock here in the first quarter. Cadill gonna have the basketball, feeds left wing Fishbaugh. Fishbaugh head of the key, Jack. Jack goes with the left hand. Outside, spins. Hands off Jeremiah. Fishbaugh lost it. Again, Bruner hits the floor. This time, he's gonna have possession, and I think they're gonna get a foul. I want an explanation why 4 seconds ran off the clock. Either way, no score here in the first quarter. 6:45 to go as Holt skips across the timeline. Holt hands off Payne. Payne DeGray gets rid of it to Bruner. Now to Holt. Holt's going to tee up a three. Let it fly, young fella. Bottom of the net for Holt. And he gets Crawford on the board here early. Eagles. Cream of the crop of the N-10. They will clamp you down defensively, only giving up 39.4 points per game, averaging 61.9. Jarvis works inside, lost the basketball, still loose. Picked up by Hefner. Hefner, right of the rim. Back to Jarvis. Jarvis spins, again deflected, and now a takeaway. John DeGray with the steal. Here come the Eagles. Holt stops at the elbow. Outside, Goddard. He'll tee one up, no good. Fishpaw, physical rebound inside. Coming up tonight on WQEL, it is the only, the one, Will Beard. Inside the Friday night phone board, we have a foul inside. Looks like Cadill's going to go to the line. Cadill going right at Bruner. Yep, they're going to call it on the floor. So Jarvis to inbound. Jarvis right in front of the Crawford bench. Heaves in Cadill in front of Coach Sheldon, and now a foul against Logan Goddard. 5:32 to go first quarter. Crawford 3, Bucks 0. And now we're going to see Lucas Foy check in for Crawford. Foy will match up against Jarvis. Jarvis looks to go to work on Foy. Kick out, Cadill. Head fake, goes to work with the left. Spin move, stops in the paint, and he's going to kick it into the backcourt. That's over and back. Turnover to the Eagles. Kind of a slow first couple minutes here from Buckeye. Eagles lead it 3-0 on the Holt triple. Trevor to Payne to Bruner. Swinging around the perimeter. Holt, far side in the corner. Puts on the deck with the left hand. Works into the paint. Stops, turns on Jarvis. Looking, finds DeGray. John doesn't want it. Back to Payne. Now Holt up, under, and a foul. Heads up move by Holt. We see the replay here. Got Hefner in the air and able to draw the foul. And Holt's first free throw drops through. He's got all 4 points tonight here from New Washington. Eagles 4, Bucks 0. Holt eyes the second, lets it fly. Too strong, back of the iron. But tipped by Payne into the hands of John DeGray. John keeps it alive. Bruner outside for 3. Rare 3 from Bruner. He was open, but he missed it. Fishpaw collects for Buckeye. Here they come. Jack Phillips stops in the paint. 8-footer might have been blocked. Fishpaw gathers it. Off the mark, no. He wanted a foul. Payne DeGray gathers. Here comes Crawford. 4:21 to go first quarter. John DeGray skips inside, out to Holt. He'll try again from downtown. Holt for 3, and he's got all 7 points tonight. Pressure in the backcourt by the Eagles. John deflects the pass. Cadill, center of the floor. Bruner, but a timeout just in time by Coach Chris Moyer. They had the steal, but the official on the near side gives him the timeout. So Coach Moyer will take a 30. We'll do the same. 7-0. Crawford will be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
First quarter. Crawford 7, Buckeye 0. N-10 conference matchup. Crawford, top of the league. Buckeye trying to stay competitive, middle of the pack. Here's Jack Phillips. He'll work against DeGray. Right side of the floor. Fishpaw. Fishpaw goes with the left hand, feeds off now. That's Hefner. Hefner with 3:45 to Jarvis. Jarvis between the leg dribble. Payne DeGray defending. Jarvis lost it. Got it back. Up, under. Jarvis deflected. Inside Hefner. Loose ball. Foy out with it. Foy with the takeaway. Crawford has it now with 3:22. Holt inside the perimeter. Holt back out to Foy. Now he'll dance it back and regroup inside the circle. Holt stops, turns. Bruner's defender fell down. Instead goes to Payne DeGray. Payne in a double team, draws the foul. And Payne DeGray to the line. He'll stop it with 3:02. Coming up tonight, it is Will Beard inside the Friday night phone board. Will looking for scores, shout-outs, anything you want to talk about in the wide world of sports. DeGray's free throw is good. Front end of the two-shot foul. And we get some subs as Alec Phillips will check in. Second free throw, Payne knocks it through. Also for Crawford, we see number 5, Parker Weithman. Inside, right-hand layup, up and good. Cadill splits the defense, goes right at Crawford. Puts them on the board here late in the first. They needed that. Big time. Bruner on the right wing. Bruner, head fake, into the corner. Foy feeds DeGray on the short. DeGray muscles inside, out. Weithman, 3-ball, no. Weithman got his own miss. Weithman to DeGray, short corner, feed, up, under, off the window, no good. Tipped around, fishpaw, foul inside. And we're going the other way. We're going to get Crawford for a foul. Foul goes against John DeGray, his first, team third. Into Jack. Jack sprinting up the floor. He's got a 3-on-2. Phillips stops, turns, and now he'll set it up. Buckeye really doing a nice job against Crawford, only allowing 9 in this first quarter, but they've only scored 2. Final 2:02 to go here in this first. Buckeye needing a basket. Cadill inside. Scoop layup and a foul. So Cadill will go to the line for 2 free throws. Much needed for the Bucks. Seven-point advantage for Crawford. Cadill eyes the front end. No good. Buckeye coming off a win against Winford, 54-42. Your coach, you gotta love that win. Any conference win, it's a very good N-10 conference. As Cadill able to split the pair. We know how good Crawford is, but certainly want to be able to compete. Doing a nice job defensively here. Basket's not falling. Inside Holt. Holt spins. Fishpaw almost let off of him. And a travel on Holt. He was confused, and that's a great call. Coach Sheldon didn't like it, but that's a good call. He shuffled the feet. Replay courtesy of the OH report showed that he shuffled the feet. Jack sprints up the floor on the far side. Hesitation in on Weithman. Off balance shot, no good. Parker with the rebound. Up the floor, here's Holt. Holt floater from 8. Bucket and the foul. He didn't signal it yet, but Holt, now he does. Holt to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play to make it 11-3. Holt eyes it, shoots it, left it short, and a rebound to Fishpaw. Fishpaw already with 3. Behind the back dribble by Cadill. Cadill, timeline into the forward court. Stopped by the double team. Cadill in some trouble. needs help. Fishball gets it off the deflection, up the floor. Here's Jarvis. Jarvis inside the circle, outside. Phillips from downtown, book it. Jack with a big three. 11-6 here in the first quarter. Holt feeds to Bruner. Now Weithman. Kick it around the perimeter as Crawford's going 4 outside. Now DeGray into the paint against the double team. DeGray bucket and the foul. DeGray slices through the double team. The help side was coming, but he got through just in time. Payne to the line, makes it 13-6. We'll see what he can do with the free throw. 39.4 on the clock. Free throw up. Free throw no good. They're going to give the ball to Buckeye. There was 3 Bucks that tipped it. 1 Crawford player, and they're going to give it to Buckeye. Whatever. All right. Ball comes into Cadill. Steps across with 30. Cadill goes with the left hand, dances to the left point, down to 25, trailing 13-6. Cadill now looking for direction from Coach Moyer. Stops. Gonna kill some more clock. Down to 12. Down to 9. Fishpaw to Cadill, and he threw it into the Crawford bench. Fishpaw thought Cadill was going to drift to the wing. And now, with 7 seconds to go, Hefner's going to check in just in time. Check Fishpaw out. Got a ball screen, and Cadill just stopped. I don't know what really where he was cutting. Holt, pressure at the horn. Holt with a hand in his face. He wants it all. 11 points here in this first quarter for Holt. He's got 11 of their 15, and they lead it 15-6. We'll be back for the second quarter right after this.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
In the Buckeye Central Bucks. Crawford with a 15-6 lead as we open up the second quarter. Here comes Jack Phillips into the forward court. Jack feeds to Cadill. Cadill wants a ball screen, gets it, drives in with the right hand, stops, kicks it backside. Nothing there. Jarvis steps into the paint. Jarvis stops, turns, needs help, finds Cadill. Cadill, reverse layup, didn't get enough mustard on it, but Jarvis did. He'll clean up the mess. Jarvis's first field goal, first rebound, and a much-needed basket for Buckeye. Weithman down low on the pick and roll. Couldn't finish, was Payne DeGray. Bruner, though, he'll put it back up. Payne keeps it alive, and it's stripped and taken by Jack. Jack Phillips in a 2-on-2. Jack in transition. Put it up. Put it in, young fella. Jack with 5. And it's 15-11. Buckeye hanging with Crawford here early. Foy spins it left side to Weithman. Down on the block to Holt. Holt lost it. Got it back against Cadill. Holt Touch floater. Oh, my. Pretty move by Trevor Holt. Got it to go. 17-11. Weithman going to pressure Jack Phillips. Jack gets across, picks up a screen, looking for the pick and roll. It's there. Awkward shot, but it goes. This time, it's number 5, Lane Cadill. Lane with the ball screen in the basket. 3 ball, doesn't fall. Outside Payne keeps it alive for Crawford. Out, Foy for 3. Foy, no. And Jarvis swoops in for it for Buckeye. (17-12), 5-point advantage for Crawford with 5:45. Jack Phillips, a deep 3. He was just coming up and shooting. Rebound Crawford. Bruner, he'll tee one up. Why not? I guess we're just chucking him. I don't think that's the shot Coach Sheldon wanted. Jack Phillips gets a screen from Fishpaw. Goes to Cadill, to Jarvis. Jarvis open, sets the feet. The southpaw drills it in the corner. Jarvis makes it a 2-point ball game, 17-15, with 5:17 to go in the half. We'll be right back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Eagles 15, Bucks, or Eagles 17, Bucks 15. Also coming to you tonight live online on the OH Report. And of course, it's Friday night. That means Will Beard coming to you in the Friday night phone board. Will wants to talk about anything you do in the wide, wide world of sports. Payne DeGray feeds it left block. Payne blocked inside by Fishball. Got it back. Payne puts it to work again. Goes with the left hand. Power dribble and a travel inside. The Buckeye faithful love it. Payne DeGray doesn't. Big fella went to work there, but denied. Buckeye. They're within a possession here with in the second quarter with 4:45 to go. Jarvis, hesitation. They're going to get him for the travel. That, I don't know. Look at the replay here. The OH, I think Jarvis, yeah, okay. AAU, you're going to get away with it. 17-15, Crawford. Foy to Bruner. Near side, Weithman. Parker holding overhead. Spin pass inside to Holt. Holt on Fishpaw. Going to turn, shoot it. No. Offensive rebound. Back up and in. Payne DeGray. Hoop in the harm. Payne, he's done some work on the glass. He's got 4 tonight. Gives him a 4-point lead. Fishpaw doing a nice job against Payne DeGray. Payne, free throw, no. Fishpaw grabs the miss. That's already 5. (19-15). Cadill stops, head of the key, going to back it up with the left hand. Over to Jarvis. Jarvis eyeing it, wants to penetrate, stops, spins, lost it. Holt just straight stripped it, and then Jarvis fouled him. What a heads-up play by Holt. Got a hand on it, and then Jarvis reached in to save it. No chance. Holt with a heads-up play. And he will give the Eagles possession with 4:02. Holt timeline into the forward court, stops, bounces. Left elbow, it's Payne. Payne to Holt. Holt's gonna eye it, now shoot it. Why not? Too strong. And the rebound down to Hefner. Holt's been their only weapon so far. Jack eyeing Weithman. Jack Phillips, hesitation, goes crossover with left-hand dribble. Oh, my! Jack Phillips. Put him in a blender. Phillips crossed him up, went left hand, able to score it. Phillips makes it 19-17. Out to Bruner, and the pass too high. Weithman threw it well out of the reach of Bruner, and Buckeye can tie it or take the lead here. Here comes Cadill, back off the bench. That's Lane Cadill for Buckeye. Lane, a 6'3" sophomore. He'll be guarded by Weithman. You gotta love that matchup. Has it on the left wing, looking backdoor fishpaw, not there. Now to Cadill, and he forced it. Turnover by Lane Cadill. Back to Crawford, inside Weithman to Bruner. Bruner spins in the paint, deflected. Holt down with it, he's gotta get out of the paint, and he does. Back in, Holt, floater, got it! Trevor Holt, what a heads-up play. He knew he was hanging out there, got the rebound, exited, came back in and floated it up. Now we see a timeout. 21-17 with 2:23 to go in the third, or in the second, excuse me. We'll be right back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schiefer. Schiefer finds a hole at the center. Schiefer turns on the burners. Schiefer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schiefer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Order here from Buckeye. Jack Phillips going to work left point. Phillips between the circles. Stops left side with the dribble. Feeds off Cadill. Cadill goes with the left hand. Cadill backs away. Head of the key. Cadill eyes inside. Kick to the corner. Nothing there. Down to 2 minutes to go. 21-17 Crawford. Jack, hesitation, got by the defender, Holt. Fishball, able to clean up the miss. Big basket for Fishball. Rebound number 6, first point. Down low. Oh, Holt hit the pad hard. He bounces back up. And he's gonna be okay. Braden Holt will go to the line for 2. First free throw on the way for Holt. Got it. He has been lethal so far for Crawford, the only offensive threat. He's got 16 of their 22 points. Second on the way, got another. Soft full court man by Crawford. Jack Phillips working against Holt. Jack crossing over, spins to get across the timeline. Now Jack. Great separation with 125. Down low to Fishball. Fishball stops in the corner. Looking for Cadill. Cadill can't get open. Needs time. 5 seconds, but a timeout. Coach Moyer got it just in time with 1:18. Coach Sheldon doesn't like it. He's beyond the volleyball line. He wanted the 5-second call, and I can totally see where he's coming from. 23-19, timeout, we'll be back. The Colonel Crawford Eagles and the Buckeye Central Bucks in the Bucks, putting up a solid fight tonight against the N-10's best. Crawford comes in undefeated against the N-10 Conference, an overall mark of 12-1. Buckeye at 6-7, 3-6 against the conference. But here in front of the home crowd, they have it within a two-possession game, 23-19 out of this timeout. Stay tuned at the break. We'll have the Mizik Miller halftime show brought to you by our friends Roger Miller, Matt Orion. Fishpaw on the inbound. Goes far side to Jack. Jack steps across with 1:15. Gets a screen. Comes right side. Jack going to back away with the left hand. Looking for the pick and roll. Not there. Cadil outside. 3-ball on the way. No, just too strong. Rebound Weithman. Crawford has it with a minute. Holt pumps. Now he's going to shoot it. Holt, no good, but Weithman keeps it alive. Parker Weithman with the offensive rebound gives Crawford another chance with 42. Weithman inside to DeGray. Double team. Payne, put it up, put it in. Clock continuing to roll, and now we have an injured player. Jack Phillips is hurt. He was defending Payne DeGray, and that is the left knee of Jack Phillips. Jack working on the backside, help side defense. Thank you to the OH report. We have replay tonight, and Payne just showing his physicality inside. But we know the knee of Jack Phillips is a little fragile. And he is helped to his feet by the trainer. We hope Jack is okay. One of the best in the N-10. And certainly in a ball game like this, two-possession game as we go into the half, we want Jack on the floor. 25-19 with 29.2 on the clock. He will take a seat briefly to see what Coach Moyer wants to do. In the meantime, it's going to be Cadil. Cadil, far side, feeds Alec. Back to Hunter. Hunter steps across, has a strip by. That is Holt. Holt up the floor, right hand layup, basket, and the foul for Braden Holt. Holt now with 19 of their 27 in the first half. A late foul by Fishpaw. That's a frustration foul. You cannot do that. Substitution. There's the man back into the ball game. Jack Phillips for Buckeye Central will sub out Lane Cadil. Holt, free throw, got it. 28-19. Near side Cadil, back to Jack. Jack across timeline. Double team, back to Hunter. Hunter down to 2. Needs to get it off. Does just in time, but it doesn't fall. We go to the break here from Buckeye Central. Crawford 28, the Bucks 19. We'll be back for the halftime stats and analysis right after this.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
You are watching live and free high school basketball. Thanks to our sponsors, First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. Burkhardt Farm Centers, farmers serving farmers. Baker's Pizza, Bucyrus, the place to go after every local game or to watch your favorite team in action. Come and join us today and check out our Pizza of the Month, Baked Potato Pizza. Stop in for a low and slow smoked meat, including ribs, brisket, and pulled pork at Old 30 Barbecue, and pair with their amazing homemade sides. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And by our friends at WBCO, WQEL, and Crawford County Now. We'll take a look at your halftime report in just a moment with Josh Stallings.
Braden Holt has accounted for in its Payne DeGray for the other 8. So Buckeye Central, all around, your coach Moyer, you're taking away the double-double machine in Payne DeGray. Holt is really stepping up tonight. I mean, we know how lethal of a weapon he can be. With 20 points and a half, he's doing work here on the road on a Friday night. Crawford, 28. It is Buckeye 19, getting set for the third quarter here on WQEL and the OH Report. We'll be back for the third right after this. Home for high school sports in North Central Ohio. This is the Burkhardt Farm Center team that we know. Coming up 6:02 tonight to take on the Buckeye Central Bucks. Eagles lead it here at the half, 28-19. Also teaming up tonight with the OH Report live coverage on the Facebook page of the OH and live on YouTube. Crawford will come out with the basketball. It'll be John DeGray, Holt, Goddard, Bruner, and Payne DeGray, Jarvis, Fishbaugh, Jack Phillips, Hunter Kill, and Keithman for Buckeye. Eagles with the ball. Payne gonna hand up to John. John right of the rim, put it up the window, and an easy bucket for John DeGray. So John, his first field goal makes it 30 to 19. Goodell behind the back dribble. Stripped from behind by Holt. Holt with a heads up play up the floor. Pumps it, put it up and in. Holt with the steal and the bucket. He is just on one tonight. Timeline into the forward court comes Cadill. Ball screen from Hefner. Stops, turns on Goddard. Spins into the paint. Cadill put it up? No. And Payne DeGray pulls in the miss. Payne, rebound number 4. Up, Goddard for 3. Might have, should have been a pass to John. John was just uninhabited on the backside. Caught it, put it back up and in for an easy 2. Buckeye ball with 6:35 to go, 34-19. Jack turns, gives to Cadill. Cadill with a floater. That was Jarvis. I apologize. 34-21. Goddard, right wing, picked up by Cadill. Now it's Holt. Holt's got a mismatch, but Cadill's going to dump it down low to Payne, and Hefner with a reach around. Foul against Hefner will give it to Crawford on the baseline. 13-point lead. Holt going to lob it out Bruner. Bruner stops. Now Holt going to size him up. Holt, penetration, stops. Out, Goddard for 3. Logan, no good. Rebound inside and a foul. It's going to be against Buckeye Central. Get Jarvis? Yeah. He's going to get Jarvis for his 4th. With 5:57 to go in the third quarter, Jarvis will sit down with his 4th foul. Holt on the inbound. Left wing Goddard. Goddard down low, Payne. Out to Holt. Holt gonna dribble drive. Fishpaw shut him down to Bruner. Bruner stops in the short corner, reverses. Back to Holt. Now Coach Sheldon will direct traffic from the sideline. 5:30 to go in the third. 21-34. Bruner. Inside, out to Holt. Open 3. Book it. Braden Holt from downtown. He's got 25 of their 37. Holt putting on a clinic tonight. Now a timeout with 5:08 to go in the third quarter. Eagles 37, Bucks 21. We'll be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schiefer. Schiefer finds a hole at the center. Schiefer turns on the burners. Schiefer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schiefer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
WQEL 92.7 FM, WQEL.com, and live online on the OH Report. Jack Phillips going to throw it in the backcourt, Alex Phillips throwing it to Jack. Jack able to gather, but has this pass deflected, and just able to get it across. Cadill controls with 4:50. Now to Alex. Alex Phillips, pass deflected, got it back, kick out Hunter. Cadill for 3, got it! Hunter Cadill. First from downtown for him. 37-24. Buckeye sticking with Crawford here tonight. Good crowd on hand on a Friday night. Backdoor lob. John caught it on the baseline. Put it back up and in. John DeGray now with 6, all in this third quarter. Holt the assist. Easter on the left, and he bounced it to Alec Phillips, but I think it was spiking it to somebody 12 feet away. He was 4 feet away. 15-point advantage, 39-24 with 3:53 to go. We are in the third from Buckeye. John spins it, Bruner. Down low to DeGray, kick out Goddard, open, thought about it, instead pulls it down. Feeds in the short corner, John down low, what a look. John DeGray feeds Payne DeGray feeds his brother John on the baseline, and an easy reverse layup for 2. That's heads-up basketball. 41-24, near side, Hefner to Alec. Alec Phillips down low, fist ball. Ooh. They're gonna get Bruner for a reach-in. Fist ball. Looks like he was almost out of control. Foy will check in. Lucas will match up on Padilla. Ball in, down low, Phillips spins, put it up, hook shot, got it. Jack Phillips with 9, 41-26. Boy on the right wing, back to Holt. Holt behind the back, now between the legs. Eyes Cadill. Elbow jumper, short offensive rebound. Kept alive, outside Goddard for 3. The Rainmaker goes! DeGray with a tip out, and Goddard with the 3. (44-26) Crawford. Boy defending Cadill. Fakes it, shoots it. No good from downtown. Hefner is fouled. Foul comes from the official on the far side of the play. See the replay here. Hefner a little off balance, might have been shoved. Jack Phillips, corner pocket 3, no good. Rebound down to Payne DeGray, hands off to Goddard, got away with one there. Coach Moyer is furious. Replay, did he ever have possession of the basketball? Kind of bobbling, feeds off to Goddard. Back door, Holt off the window and in. Easy bucket for Holt. DeGray with another assist. It's Crawford 46, Buckeye 26. Will Beard coming up inside the Friday phone board. Some interesting topics coming up. He'll, of course, have trivia as Jack Phillips looks inside the fish ball for a foul. Of course, trivia coming up inside the Friday phone board, but we want to talk some college football tonight. What are your thoughts on the flag plan? You know, we had I think it was a Senate member propose a bill. You can't plant the flag on the 50-yard line of Ohio Stadium. Well, it seems to be a growing trend in college football. What can you do? What can you do? Major upset on the road. You want to establish some dominance. Maybe not dominance, but let them know we're here. We're here to compete too. Talk about that. Talk about the 12-team playoff, first year of that. Buckeyes national champs, baby. Let's go. Talk about the Buckeyes run in the first year of the 12-team playoffs. We knocked off a lot of things I've seen online over the last couple weeks, or last week, I should say, is best team ever in college football? Was it the 2001 Miami Hurricanes? Was it the 1999? Was it the 1999 or 2019 LSU Tigers? Was it this year's Bucks? Oh, hard foul inside Payne. So him and Heathner really battling. Is that the fifth on? He's walking to the bench. He's subbing out with 4. Heathner is sick and tired of whatever Payne DeGray had to dish out tonight. So Heathner takes his place on the bench. We see Crawford on the inbound. 46-26. Holt on the elbow. Hesitate. Put it inside, and oh, what a look. Once again, finds Payne DeGray on the interior. Holt with the assist. Here's Jarvis. Jarvis steps inside the circle. Final 25 of the third quarter. Phillips, right of the rim. Put it up. No. Rebound and a foul. John DeGray pulls it in. It's going to be Lane Cadill committing the foul. Yeah, that 12-team play. I mean, what you saw the Buckeyes win a lot of individual awards this year. You saw the numbers they put up. First team ever with 2,000-yard rushers, 2,000-yard receivers. Saw Judkins come out today, and he's going to go in the draft. So a lot of things to talk about in the world of Ohio State football. A lot of people saying we already have our quarterback for next year. We've had a couple commits, but everything coming out of Columbus is saying that Sawyer is going to be our quarterback next year, and before Will Howard even gets drafted. Alec Phillips checks back in. We also see for Colonel Crawford, Dom Dean will sub in. Free throw for Holt, got it. Holt with 29 points. Subs out with 4.3 to go in this third quarter. Yes. Right off that 3 at the horn is no good. But yes, Trevor Holt beating the Bucks by himself, 29 points. Crawford leads at 50-26. We'll be back with the fourth.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
WQEL Crawford looking for win number 13. They lead it here 50-26 as we start this fourth. Buckeye held it together for, it was a great first half for Buckeye Central, 28-19, but Crawford pulling away here, and just a phenomenal performance by Braden Holt. 20 points in the first half. He's got 29 to this point. He has outscored Buckeye Central himself. Handoff, Jarvis. Jarvis gets it back, now Goddard. Goddard defending on Jarvis. Jarvis goes with the left. Stops, lost it. Bruner with the takeaway. $7:25 to go. Down low, they got Payne DeGray. Easy right-hand layup for John. Excuse me, that's John. 52-26. Cadill working on the right point. Gets a screen, looking backdoor, nothing there on the roll from Fishpaw. Now Jarvis. Jarvis stops, and he is fouled. So we'll have an inbound play on the baseline for Buckeye Central to get Holt for the foul. Holt's first, team first of the fourth, 52-26, 7 minutes to go. Coach Moyer still actively coaching his Bucks. As another foul. And that will go against 33, Payne DeGray. But Crawford's going to get the steal on the inbound. Holt takes it, looks backside. Payne, put it up, put it in. Holt and Payne making it look easy. They lead at 54-26. Cadill out top. Goes with the right-hand dribble. Feeds near side Alex Phillips. Fishpaw has position. Gets the feed. Up under on Payne. Payne doing a nice job. Fishpaw put it up. Dropped it through. Took him a second. But Fishpaw able to score on DeGray. He's got 4. 54-28. Handoff. DeGray to John. John DeGray. Put it up, put it in with the left hand. John started last season on JV. Worked his way up to the 6th man on varsity. This year, starting varsity as a sophomore. Down low, Jarvis. Got it. A little bit of a loose ball pickup by Jarvis, able to score it 56-30. Holt forcing the issue. And able to draw the foul. So Braden Holt to the line. And yep, another hard foul against Fishpaw. That's his 4th. So both Hefner and Fishpaw with 4 fouls. And Holt now with a 30-point performance. He matches Buckeye Central. Payne DeGray will check out. Brady Hill in. Holt will check out of the ball game. 31 points for Braden Holt. (58-30) Crawford. Cadill gonna bounce it across the time strike. Boy matching up man-to-man off to Jarvis. Jarvis inside the circle, back to Cadill. Switch off defensively. Now it's Cadill on Goddard. Inside 5 minutes. Into the paint. Jack Phillips. Stripped and taken. Foy with the steal. Crawford up the floor. Foy skips in. Backside feed to Dom Dean. Dom. Bucks the cross. Dom, a transfer to Colonel Crawford. Started his high school career at Buckeye Central. Now with the Eagles. Jarvis to Hefner. Hefner, far side to Cadill. Back to Alex. Alex with the left hand. Stops, turns, back to Hefner with 4:20. Jarvis spins inside. And That'll stop it with 4:16 to go in this ball game. Eagles lead at 58-30. Crawford looking for win number 13. And they'll move to 9-0 against the conference. Bucks will drop to 6-8 and 3-7 against the league. First free throw for Jarvis is good. Second free throw, got it again. Crawford ball, 58-32. Eagles look inside for John DeGray. John back out Goddard. He'll tee up another. No. Wide left. Cadil sprints with it up the floor. Cadil draws the foul. And that'll stop the clock at 3:51. So Cadil back to the line for the Bucks. Coming up tomorrow on WQEL and WBCO, Buckeye Central is at Ridgedale. That is your nightcap. So the boys back in action tomorrow night. Taking the trip down to Ridgedale High School as Peyton Baker checks in, as does Parker Wythen for Crawford. And then an afternoon game tomorrow. It is Bucyrus at Winford. So girls action, I'll have that coming up at right around 1 o'clock. Jared Moore coming up with the night game. Buckeye at Ridgedale. Bucks with the ball, trailing 58-33. Phillips stops, shoots a deep two, got it. Now a timeout. Coach Sheldon is on the floor, and he is not happy with Parker Wythen. Coaching moment here on WQEL as we take a timeout. 58-35. We'll be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Winford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
And streaming live online on the OH Report. 58-35 with 3:20 to go here in the ball game. Lucas Foy, timeline into the forward court, steps between the circles, feeds left side, tee up a three, no good for Baker, kept alive by Foy. Wythen, he'll try, why not? And he's no good, but again, Baker grabs the miss. Crawford ball. Into the paint. Back outside, Wythen to Dom Dean. Dom in heavy traffic, put it up, no good. Fishball will pull down the miss. Fishball, unofficially, 7 rebounds tonight. Down to 2:35. Jarvis wants to penetrate, shut down by Baker. Kick out Heather in the short corner. More basketball coming up next week on WQEL. Crestline at Ridgedale on the 27th. Plymouth at Winford on the 28th. Basket inside. Three-pointer is good for Fishball. 58-38 with 2:05 to go. Then on the 30th, Crawford is at Bucyrus. Girls action right here on WQEL. River Valley Bennett Galleon on the 31st. Now Coach Moyer with 1:47 to go. He's going to take a timeout. Why not? Can't take him with you. 60-38. We'll be right back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Minute 45 to go. Buckeye with the ball. Couple fresh subs into the ball game. 13 Isaiah Kaiser. He's holding left side. Feeds off to Colin Perry. Looking down to Lane Cadill. Cadill in the short corner. Back out with a minute 24. Post-game show coming up on WQEL. We'll recap tonight's matchup. That is off-white, Ben. How do you... What? Okay. He missed that call. Buckeye will have it on the baseline. Inbound. Minute 15 and another foul. Will Beard coming up inside the Friday night phone board. Will looking for your scores. Anything you want to talk about. We just finished up the first season of the 12-team playoff in college football. The first season really filling out a bracket. I mean, that's always a cool part of college basketball. But now college football, you get to fill out a bracket. And not only was that cool, your Buckeyes win the national title. So I had Judkins declare for the draft today. Obviously, the Buckeyes with that, as Nick Saban would call it, the $20 million offense. But hey, they got it done. They won us a national title. Everybody else can spend money too. And I look for the NIL to really shake up college football. I mean, two of the richest universities made the college football. SMU, Notre Dame, they got donors. It's really going to change the landscape of college football. So call Will up, talk about it. All coming up inside the Friday phone board. Inside, a big block by Lane Cadill with 49 seconds to go. Check out the replay. Cadill went up, and they're going to get him for a little bit of a down swipe, but he had a clean block initially. So to the line, number 4, Brady Hill. Hill's first free throw is no good. 61-39, second one on the way, got it. Final 45 seconds here from Buckeye, 62-39. Ball on the right point. Perry gets rid of it. Now to Alt. Alt back outside Cadill down to 22. And Alt shot up, no good. Rebound inside by Dom Dean. And that'll pretty much do it. Coach Sheldon calling for the hold. Down to 5, down to 4, down to 3. That's going to do it here from New Washington. The Colonel Crawford Eagles get it done and pick up win number 13, 62-39 over the Buckeye Central Bucks. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Phillips, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Tonight's live and free basketball game was brought to you live and free by First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. By Burkhardt Farm Centers, farmers serving farmers. Baker's Pizza in Bucyrus is the place to go after every local game or to watch your favorite team in action. Old 30 Barbecue, stop in today for low and slow smoked meat, including ribs, brisket, and pulled pork, and paired with their amazing homemade sides. Home and kitchen supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And by our friends at WBCO, WQEL Radio, and Crawford County Now. We will now break back over with Josh Stallings of WQEL Radio for our post-game show.
Holt virtually outscored them tonight. When he exited the game, Holt had more points than Buckeye Central. But it was just Holt through that first half. Buckeye able to keep it close. Turnovers, a little bit of, an issue there. Buckeye Central did not do a nice job.
These are just Holt.
They couldn't get to the line. So when you can't get to the line, you're turning the ball over, and you're not getting any second chance opportunities, the opposing team's going to beat you. Crawford able to do that tonight. And we kind of knew on paper coming in that they were the better team at 12-1, undefeated in the conference. But Buckeye held it close, but the Eagles reared their head in the second half, able to get it done 62-39, your final score in the Burkhardt Farm Center game of the week. Let's go ahead and run down final numbers. First for Buckeye. Cadell finishing with 6 points, 1 rebound, and 1 steal. Caden Jarvis with 11 points, tallied 2 rebounds and 1 assist. Jeremiah Fishbaugh with 7 points, tallied 7 rebounds and 1 steal. Jack Phillips with 11 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 assist. And it was Lane Cadell with 2 points, 1 rebound, and 1 steal. For Crawford, Logan Goddard, 3 points, 1 rebound. John DeGray with 12 points, had all 12 in the second half. 3 rebounds for John. Holt with a game high, season high, 31 points. Also added 2 assists and 4 steals. So Holt, 20 in the first half, 11 in the second half, just unstoppable tonight for Holt. He had 3 threes, 2 in the first half, 1 in the second half. And his ability to just get to the basket inside and out, you got to respect it. And Holt just a phenomenal job. 31 points, 4 steals, and 2 assists. Bruner with 1 steal, 1 rebound. Payne DeGray with 8 points. I had him unofficially for 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Weithman with 3 rebounds. Then it was Peyton Baker with 2 rebounds, and Brady Hill with 1 point. Those are your unofficial numbers here from Colonel Crawford tonight. The Eagles get the win, 62-39, win number 13 on the year. They have not lost since their season opener back in November. Crawford, 13-1, 9-0. Bucks drops to 6-8 and 3-7. We'll be right back.
All right, I'm going to give you 4 minutes here.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Winford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's
And we are back with our Baker's Pizza player of the game. And it is Payne DeGray Jr., 12 points, 7 rebounds for the Colonel Crawford Eagles as they easily handle Buckeye Central for the second time this season. Tonight it was 39-62, and one of your teammates almost had up 39 points themselves, Mr. Holt. But Mr. DeGray, you down there were battling tonight, sir. We were talking to Stallings here, 7 rebounds. That's not a very high load for you.
Yeah, not on the usual, but, you know.
Just go ahead and bend that in just a little.
There we go.
Yeah. So 7 rebounds, but I saw towards the end there, right before you got pulled out, a little bit of physicality, but I saw you pop right back up and kind of give the, hey, I'm okay. Is he okay with it okay? Are you used to being bodied around like that and then sometimes a little frustration at the end of the games when you're just the tallest person they can see?
Well, I mean, most of us on the basketball team play football, so we're all about toughness. That's what we get coached in football. Get hit, get back up, athletes stay on their feet. I was kind of disappointed I went down, but it was a pretty hard hit.
It definitely was a hard hit, and I could tell, like, as soon as you popped back up, it wasn't one of those, hey, I'm looking to find who did it. It was, I'm all right, is he okay type situation. So 12 points, and we're going to play a couple of those right now. You like that inside game of yours, and it's been fun to watch you get a lot more athletic. Before it was just kind of put it up in there, I'm going to grab that. You're getting kind of fancy out there. Have you been what did you work on over, what would that be, in between football and basketball? What were you working on?
Well, I mean, during the summer, Bruner has us in the weight room. We do summer conditioning, but everybody's gotten better over the summer. Sheldon has us in during the June shooting, playing against the best teams in the area. River Valley, we played them like 3 times almost, and they're doing really well in their conference. And it's just getting up shots in the summer. And you saw tonight, we might not have hit the 3 really well, but we got Braden on the inside, getting into the paint, making those easy buckets, tough contests. You got John when he plays, making the easy bunnies inside, and then I got to finish better tonight, but most of the time I'm in there making them bunnies.
Yeah, 3 of you guys in double digits, and you did mention there your brother John DeGray. Give us a little bit of an insight of what it's like playing with your brother, who was on the JV squad last year, now made his way onto the varsity squad, and you got a couple of dishes over to him. What's that like playing with your brother out there?
I mean, it's a very special time. You only get to do it once in your life. When I was doing my around the court with Coach Baylaw, he asked me about the same thing, and me and Sheldon have had talks about it. Now, I hold him to a higher standard tonight. I mean, he got into foul trouble. I mean, look what we do when he comes into the second half. Him and Goddard, we go off and score like 20 on him. We need him to play, but I got to keep my composure better. And everybody out there, even when we were struggling a little bit, it was uplift. Hey, we got this. Let's go. Make one, miss one or something.
No, exactly. You got to have a little bit of that quarterback amnesia when you're playing out there, and you guys definitely played very well. The last time we said it was a 55-point blowout. You guys take the lead. Coming in here, what was the game plan on that? When you beat a team by that much the first time around, do you honestly have a tendency to overlook? Do you have a tendency to downplay, or is it just coaches got us to the point where every team is the same team?
Well, I mean, our focus is always defense. Tonight, we were disappointed in just giving up 39 points to these guys. Last week we held upper to 31. Coach talked about it with us. It's the defensive attitude coming out here, because right now we're sitting on top of the N-10, and if you don't come out in the N-10 with a defensive attitude like you need to, we're going to fall. You saw tonight there was a freaking deer jumping up in front of the student section, and it was packed in this place, and probably the most packed I've ever seen it, and that's going to be how it is for the rest of the year, N-10-wise. Everybody wants to give us their best shot.
That's a great thing, and that's exactly what you guys are going to need to make a deep playoff run. So before we let you actually take a run, go ahead and give a shout-out to everybody that you want to for tonight.
I'd like to shout out my family. They always come to all my games. I'd like to shout out my brother, Artie, for going off for 31. And then I'd like to shout out Dom. This was a special game for him.
All right, well, there you go. That's our Baker's Pizza player of the game. It's Payne DeGray, 12 points, 7 rebounds. And he says somehow he's going to pick that up for the next one. So thank you very much, Payne.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire out the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
And we wrap things up here from Chuck City in New Washington as Colonel Crawford walks away with their second N-10 victory over Buckeye Central. 62-39 is that final. Here comes those unofficial stats. And tonight, it was kind of a, I don't know if you want to say a statement game, but this was Big Brother just letting Little Brother know they're still Little Brother, as Buckeye Central kept it a lot closer than they did back in December of last year, but still could not find a way to get this thing, I guess manageable is the best way of putting it. But we got to yak with Payne DeGray. Also, Braden, 31 points. Almost outscored the Bucks just himself. Definitely keep your eye on him. That is a wild child right there. And coming up for both of these teams, Colonel Crawford will be up next at versus Fredericktown. That's coming up on tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Also tomorrow night, Buckeye Central heads to Ridgedale to take on the Rockets. That will do it for the OH Reports and WQEL Radio simulcast. We want to thank our friends from WQEL. It's John Kreider back at Master Control. Josh Stallings with your play-by-play. We also have our very own Jeremy Peoples on camera, and a special shout out to one Phil Loy for making sure that we were all set up here in the quote-unquote presidential suite. For the rest of the OH Report, Brian Skoronsky, Joy Hollenbeck, and Travis Berardi, my name is Adam Thompson. These are the credits, and we will catch you at a game or two tomorrow.